Hello, Tamara here. Nice of you to join me and a very warm welcome to my channel. It's lovely to have you here with me today. Now I've got a bit of a different video for you today. I wondered if you might like to see some of the papers that I've been buying recently. So it's a little bit of a paper haul really. Well, this is more of a paper truckload if I'm honest. I've kind of gone little bit mad. When it comes to papers, I can't resist. I love that above all else, I have to say. It is one of my most favouriteest hobbies to do. So it's more of a paper hobby than anything else, I would say. I have two hobbies. I have making stuff with paper and then I have buying paper. That's the two different hobbies. And I have to, my daughter has said I'm not allowed to buy any more papers at all because it's now encroaching in her bedroom as well, and it's not fair. No, I lie, it's not really. It's nearly, but it's not yet. So this is a box. Now all I've done is opened the box because there was two boxes on top of each other, so I've had to open them. I haven't looked at the paper. All I did is I took one box out and then put them all in this one box like so. So I've not really looked at them. So shall we have a look at them? Now the company I bought these from is called That's Crafty, and they're based in the UK. They're a really lovely company, really fast postage as well. But just to say, I'm not affiliated with them. I'm not getting paid to do this video. All the papers that I've bought, I've bought with my own money. I'd just like to shout out, when I've had good service, I do like to say and to acknowledge that company. So this is from them. So we'll open it up now. As you can see, this box is full. If I turn it on its side, it's bulging, and as I say, there was two boxes on top of there, and the weight of it is probably the weight of a small child. It's that big. So I'm gonna get rid of this box, I think, because it's going to keep falling down and it's going to annoy me, I think. So let me see if I can bend that over. There, that's better. So shall we start? As I say, I've just dumped them all on top of here, so I haven't looked through them, so I might sort them out as we go through. So I've bought a lot of the papers are from Craft O'Clock, and they are maybe 13 arts I've got in here as well, I think, but a lot of these are from Craft O'Clock. I found the company quite a while ago, and I've just fallen in love with these papers. I really have. You can use them for so many different things, and you can, if you're a stamper, you can add your stamps on top of these. You can cut them out, you can ink them, you can put your all your sprays on as well to create extra layers on the papers. They're that nice. So this one is called Wings of Freedom, and we'll have a quick look. I won't look through all of them, I'll just look through some of them. Now, let's just get this out. So these are double-sided papers, so they're really good quality as well. They smell divine. And you get 24 papers in here, and they're 25 grams, so 25 GSM, and you've got an extra sheet in here with decorative cards on. So we'll just quickly go through. So that's probably one of the cards. This one's got some lovely writing on steampunk as well. So these are quite grungy, so ideal if you've got some grunge stamps. Look at that. Especially with your metal embellishments as well. Look at that one. Wow. I love bricks and things, and flooring and wood. I love it in there. Lots of stripped and your musical paper as well in there. I love musical paper and script stamps. All good. Also good. Look at those colours in that. That looks like there's a face in there. I don't think it's meant to be, but it does look like a little bit of a face. There's the nose, the mouth, the chin, or it could be a house even. But I think it's just the way it's been done. And then you've got some imagery on there, and then you go back to the same pages. So there's some really lovely colours in there, all up my street. All those colours are up my street, so I can't wait to make something with those. So that was the Wings of Freedom. Now I think I may have some more Wings of Freedom in here. If not, we will come back to that. So this one is your 12 by 12. This is Vintage Beauty, and you can see the colours on here again up my street. I love the browns and the greens and the pinks together. They just speak to me, they really do. So in here you get, these papers are 250 grams, so 250 GSM, so quite thick. You get 6 double-sided paper, so you get 12 designs. These were quite reasonable, so I think I've bought 2 of each so that I've got extras. I like to have extras. I do like to buy 1 to look at and 1 to use. Well, in my case now it's 2 to use and 2 to look at. So that's your page with your labels and tags and some bits of that you can cut out. You cut apart pieces, which is very nice. And look at that. That is just divine. And I wish there was smell-o-vision, because again the papers smell lovely. And as I say, they're really nice and thick papers as well. So you could actually frame these. Just get a frame, one of those frames from IKEA, and use them as just a frame, a picture. Look at that one. Even that would look lovely with just in a frame. So you've got an instant wall art. I love that one as well. These are again colours that are just up my street. I do love those vintage colours. Okay, the next one that we have is Vintage Treasures. Now I won't get this one out, but you can see again on that same similar sort of note. So you could mix and match some of these patterns in with the same kits. I've done that before as well, so it does lend itself to that. So you could use something like this, or that one there would go with those as well. So that's the Vintage Treasure. Now I have got an 8x8 of that, so I might show you that one. So this is the Vintage Bison, if that's how you pronounce it. I've butchered that word, but hopefully that's the way it's said. Again, along that same lines of those, very vintage muted flowers, some script, just all up my street. And again, you could use each and every one of these in just a frame on its own right. You really could. So that's the back of one of them. This is more of your not pastel pink, it's more of your candy pink, I would say that is. Although it looks quite muted on the camera, that is quite an in-your-face pink. It's quite candy pinky. So this one I'm looking forward to using. This one is called Age of Gentlemen. Now I have bought quite a few of these, so we won't get, let me see, I've got the 8x8, that might be easier to look at than the 12x12. So I've got a few of the 8x8s and a few of the 12x12s. I'd say they were quite reasonable priced, so that's why I've got quite a few of them. And again, this is 18, so you get 18 in here and 6 in there. These are lovely papers, very, very manly as well, which is good because I don't really make albums for men, and we really should, because you know they might want to keep memories and things like that. So or even not just for memory books, you can use these for cards as well. But I like this because what it's got, I've noticed that all of the 8x8s have got extras of the front page. Now I think it may be a printing error, but what we can do is, it's not going to go to waste because you've got paper on the back that's the same, but you can cut these all out here and use each and every one of those as a tag in its own right. You could cut this out here and use this as an element as well. So it's not going to go to waste. So these papers are, as I say, quite your steampunk. You know what they remind me of? There's a program that's on television at the moment, and they I don't want to say what it is, but they come from Birmingham, and it's quite a Victorian type program, and they all wear flat caps like this, and it just reminds me of that program. So if you were doing something along that lines, then you could use these papers. I mean, that's really nice. It's got like a really nice feminine touch on there. And look at that with the old-fashioned lamp as well, the Victorian lamp, and with the cars as well. It just reminds me of like gangsters, and you know, just really, really nice paper. So then you've got sort of your purpley pink colours in there, just a splash of it. And I like the chest pieces as well. That's just a really nice touch. So that is Age of Gentlemen. This is Afternoon Walk, and these are more of these have got more imagery on them, so they're quite nice. They're like very not Venetian, that isn't the word, Moroccan. They're sort of those sort of tiles and things like that, and you know, maybe just some lovely images on there. I love them, that tile piece, and more flowers, lots of script on these, and again, that's a lovely set. I was a bit dubious when I first bought that, because I thought it had too many central images on the front, which is good if you're making that size of book, but if you're making your book smaller, you kind of lose that imagery on the front. So I was a bit dubious about that, but if you don't want to use that image, you can then just use what's on the back and just have that pattern paper. We didn't see that one, or I didn't see that one. I kind of flicked through that one. So yeah, that's nice with the doors. So that's a really nice one as well. The next one I've got quite a few of these as well. This one's called, and there's the Hello Beauty. This one is called Your Silver Heart Warrior. And this again, the colours spoke to me, they really did. So let's have a look. So we've got, these are your warriors, so you're like Amazonian, well not the Amazonian, but they're sort of like your Celtic, Viking, sort of your strong, maybe your elfish images on there. So very mystical sort of papers. If you were doing something like that, maybe something like Lord of the Rings, that would be a nice book if you were doing something like that. So you've got loads of those sort of images there, which is really good, and quite mixed media type backgrounds as well. So you could add to those, add more stamps onto those if you've got any background stamps and things. So that's quite a nice one, but a bit different for me, but yeah, I'm looking forward to using those. I'm going to use these in the coming months. I think I'm going to have a spate of having craft o'clock papers. So that's the Silver Hearted Warrior. So I'll put them over there. And this is the Afternoon Walk. Now these are the cutouts for that paper. So you've got like your mopeds, your bicycles, your weighing scales, some loads of lovely different things on the bus. So on the back of here you can use these as your photo mats if you didn't want to cut them out. What I like about these Craft O'Clock papers is on one set you've got just the cutouts, but on one side you've got just the cutouts, but then on the other you've actually got a white line that you can follow to cut out, and I think that's really handy because it gives you that white edge, but you can then ink it to hide if you've not cut it perfectly, but then you've got that white even edge all the way around, which makes it look really nice. So you get those there, so you've got quite a few different images that you can cut out and use. You've got some nice windows in here, some cushions. So that's quite nice with the seahorse and the whale and the fish bottle, and these are nice with the lanterns with the candles in. They're really nice. I don't know what they're actually called. There is a proper name for them, I think. And the cameras in there, so they're really good. So that was for the afternoon walk, and that one these come with it as well, but these weren't in a packet, so that's those. So these are Wings of Freedom. So that was, we did have a book called that, didn't we? Wings of Freedom. So the Wings of Freedom, I've also got the cutouts for those. Now you get 12 sheets in with these, so they're double-sided, so there's quite a few, there's loads of cutouts that you can use. Like on this one you've got loads of cogs and things to use, and flowers, and that imagery there as well. So and some light bulbs. So they really do think about how you're going to use it, and they give you that they think about, oh, well, you might use this much, but let's double it so that you've got over that much. Now I've just noticed here there's this image here. Now this image is also in the Robot Adventures. So in my thinking, if you had some papers left over for this, you could use these images on another paper pad of a different collection, because I think they've made them so that they can mix and match. But that's what I'm going to do anyway, because I say this is in with the Robot Adventures. Because I know that, because what I did with this was I used glossy accents over the top of the bulb to make that stand out a bit more. So you could then maybe use, if you had some left over from this, you could use this part on the Age of Gentlemen as well, or in one of the other steampunky type papers you could use that as well. So I won't get them all out. So the summer charm, so I've got a 6x6 and an 8x8 in that one, and I don't know if I may have had I might have had the 12x12, but the summer charm again is some muted colours in with that. Let's open this one. So with this one we've got so this one is more imagery on the front, like so, and this is, you've got those, I love that crackled paint effect, really nice. And again on here you've got some lovely images that you can cut out, but if you didn't want to use that centre image, you could use the back pieces instead as just placement pieces, and then use what you've got in your elements just to build on that page. So this is more, I would say, your base paper. You would use this and then build on it with your photos and then your elements, which is nice. You could even add this in with one of the other collections if you've got any of the other ones. This is more just of a background type paper. That's quite a nice one. So that's quite nice. That's really good. Yeah, I can think about what I'm going to do with that one. So that was your summer charm. So I've got 6x6 and 8x8. I've got some of the junk journal extras. So in with this you've got labels, decorative labels. You've got some like picture pieces, some tab holds, some flowers, and some ticket stumps up there. And then on the back you've got just your decorative paper, that if you didn't want to use this image you could use the background for something. So that was for that. Now this one is the Vintage Treasure, which we've already looked at. That is more of the junk journal extras. Right, so this one, and that's the Silver Hearted Warrior. So that is, we've done that. And that's the Age of Gentlemen. That's another junk journal extras. So in with that you've got some banners, some ticket stubs, up here some tags, different tag shape tags, different tab holds, more tickets, and again you've got some labels, sorry, some tags, different tags on the back, and this could be a photo mat on there. So I won't look through that. And then we come to the Robot Adventures. Now, I love this paper. Absolutely love, 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 love. I can't say it enough. I love the little robots. I love the little cars. I love their faces. I like all the little elements that you get in it. They've just got characters all of their own. They really, really have. It's just a fun paper to use. And what a different paper, different colourways to use for a child. Instead of using your traditional blues and pinks and things like that, how about changing it up and using some sort of really grungy patterns and just really fun pieces. It does make a brilliant book, it really does. And if you've seen the Little House Box and Album project share, I used this paper as the project share, and I had so much fun using it. I really did, and I could have carried on. I could have kept adding to the book, but I had to stop somewhere. But so I bought another set so that I can make another book with it, because I loved it that much. So yeah, if you have a chance to get this Robot Adventures, then please do get it. It is an amazing paper. So this one is the Vintage Bichon. Again, I think I've butchered that word. But again, I won't go through that. This is I wouldn't say it's an A4. It's bigger than an A4. It's 20.3 by 30.5. So it's a bit bigger than A4, but again, a nice size. We won't go through that because we've already seen that. And then this is the Vintage Treasures, the journaling set. And then again, the Age of Gentlemen that I can't wait to use. That has got that. It just reminds me of that program. So that's kind of what I bought it for. But I love the blues and the browns together with the greens, and then your little pops of colour here. It just speaks to me. It really does. So let me turn it over the right way. Would help tomorrow. So these are your chipboard pieces that you can use. So these have got different elements in them. Again, I can't wait to use that paper. So this is the Vintage Treasures one. So I bought the chipboard pieces for that as well, so that we can use those. And then the Age of Gentlemen, I bought just one sheet of the cutouts that I can use for labels and photo mats. And then this one is the Silver Hearted Warrior. Again, just the 12 by 12, because I like to have 8 by 8s and 12 by 12. And then this is the Vintage Treasures again, which is that big one. Whew. So that really is it. I have got another paper share to come very soon. I'm just waiting for that to be delivered, and then I can go through that with you if you like. If you would like to see some more of these paper hauls, then please leave me a comment down below. I buy them because I like them. It's my hobby. These were on special offer, so they were on the sale, so that's why I've got so much of them. I wouldn't have bought them. I would have bought them if they weren't on sale, but I would not have bought as many, put it that way. So if you do like it, please, as I say, leave me a comment down below, and I will do some more the next time I get any more paper hauls. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As I say, give me a comment and a like, and I will put a QR code up here with links to all my social medias. Please do come and follow me on those. I also have a group called Memories Paper Art. Please come over and join the group. It's not just projects that you make with my kits, is whatever you do. So whatever craft you're into, then we'd love to see it. So on that note, wherever you are in the world and whatever you're doing, please have the most amazing day, and I will see you again on the next one.